100 foods to eat before you die. I've been traveling and eating all around the world, and here are the 100 foods you need to eat before you die. And these are in no particular order, so add them to your food bucket list. Number 32, Victoria and Albert's. Victoria and Albert's is one of the most, if not the most exclusive restaurant in the magical kingdom of Disney. It's located inside the Grand Floridian Resort. Thank you. First thing is brought to you is a welcome drink. This is watermelon mint. Oh, and it is refreshing. It also has orange blossom yuzu and vanilla bean. Oh, that's so good. First up, a amuse-bouche, 3 little bites of food. First one is a pink pineapple with Thai basil, some toasted rice on top. I've never had a pink pineapple before. The pink pineapple is sweeter than a regular pineapple. Really nice with a crispy rice. Next dish is a lobster tartlet with a compressed watermelon on top. Oh, that is so good. It's like an explosion of juice, both from the lobster and the watermelon, and a slight little bit of citrus. Final one is a puff pastry with miso caramel and cinco jotas, which is the highest quality of Iberico ham on top. Oh, that's heaven. That ham just melts on your tongue. The magic continues at dinner. They have a live harp player, you can hear it in the background, that will take your request. So whatever you want to hear, if she can play it, she'll play on the harp for you. Next dish is Belgian Caviar with a cauliflower panna cotta. Interesting. Oh, that's so good. I didn't know how I was going to feel about this cauliflower panna cotta. It's delicious. Creamy, cauliflowery, and the caviar, little bursting pearls of pure umami. This next dish is king salmon with a bread and a sheer butter, which is apparently one of the most expensive butters on the market right now. The salmon is cooked over charcoal. Inside there's some split peas. On top there's a white strawberry, which is strawberry that they pick before it turns color. There's also dill, and the broth is some sort of miso with dashi butter. This is so complex looking and looks beautiful. This tastes like everything that's magical in the world. Smoky king salmon is just as tender as can be. I love dill. I love the herby element to this. I love the broth. Oh my gosh, it's so much umami. It's so light. I mean, this dish is tasty, it's delicate, it's refreshing as well. Oh, it's so good. Next dish is Linguine Steam from New Zealand. What's really interesting about this is the glaze. They start making it 5 weeks prior to cooking this dish, and it starts with Japanese sake. They ferment it and then put the glaze on top. Underneath the linguine steam, there's white asparagus, and the foam is some sort of milk foam, and there's pieces of chicken skin inside to give it a little bit of different texture and flavor. Oh wow, linguine steam is just pure butter. The asparagus is so crunchy, the foam, it tastes like flavor essence. The chicken skin has a little crunch, bit of sweetness, and this might be my favorite dish so far. I mean, this is Disney, so it tastes like magic. So during dinner, they bring you 3 different types of bread and butter. This is their homemade brioche. It's the same herbs that goes into the brioche, goes into the butter. Butter on the bottom and some kind of herby dome on top. Oh, this is creamier, herbier, better than the last butter. Oh, this bread is so soft and fluffy. And they will give you as much bread and butter as you want. and that's a good thing. Next is a fish dish. The official name of this fish is Glacier 51, aka toothfish. And this fish is called Glacier 51 because it's found in a really cold region of waters. There's 3 different sauces that comes with it. The green on top is his version of a chimichurri. The middle is the pumpkin seed. Wow. I mean, the chimichurri is good, but the pumpkin seed, holy moly. Oh my gosh, this fish is amazing. The fish is perfectly seared, beautiful, light crunch on the outside. The flesh is flaky and sweet. This is really naturally sweet fish. And an array of vegetables. Everything just perfect here. This next dish is a braised pork belly that's been braised for over 15 hours. There's some peach barbecue sauce with bacon and bourbon. This whole thing is topped on top of a cornbread. So this is their take on American barbecue. Tender pork, crispy on the outside, a little sweetness from the cornbread on the bottom. Melt in your mouth pork, and you taste all that nice melty fat. They just brought over a little glass of house-made cherry soda. Oh, that's so good. Wow. If this ever goes to market, it might put Coke out of business. Oh. Yeah, these two things go so well together. The third bread and butter served is 9 grain bread, and look how fluffy this thing is. Brioche is so toasty. There's a little bit of sourness to this as well. This bread is so fragrant. This is definitely my favorite bread of the night. Plus, there's smoked sea salt on the butter. This is my favorite bread and butter pairing. Next dish is lamb. So this is a roasted rack of lamb, and they cut the pieces off the lollipop. And to cut the gaminess, they throw chicken broth on the bones of the lamb as it cooks. On the side, there's a roasted leek with baby spinach and some greens on top of that. Also, the sauce they drizzle over the lamb is directly translated to lamb bacon sauce. And the green sauce is made from some sort of specialty olive called Castel Vetrano olives. This is a pure masterpiece. The lamb is so tender. The sauce, all the sauces, the bacon sauce on top brings a bit of fat, more richness. Roasted leek. Smoky, savory, crunchy magic. Zero gaminess. Zero. Oh my gosh, that's so good. And they brought over their version of limoncello. Especially after a meaty dish. That's a nice palate cleanser. And the bottom of the limoncello, little Mickey Mouse ice cube. Next dish, A5 Miyazaki Wagyu. Of course, that's going to be good, but this one is cooked differently. Wagyu is medium rare, and it's swimming in a thin little pool of Chinese black vinegar and chive oil. Never would I ever imagine that Chinese vinegar goes so well with A5 Wagyu. Because with A5 Wagyu, you typically don't want to try to add much into it. But Chinese vinegar, one of my favorite ingredients ever, with the fatty A5 Wagyu, that is a match made in food heaven. Because Chinese vinegar is also fermented and has a ton of umami to it. And the Wagyu is so fatty that these two elements together with the super fragrant scallion oil just creates this wonderful balance and just melt in your mouth beef butter. And then on the side, there's some crispy, basically crispy rice cake. With chinchon mushrooms on the bottom. This thing is smoky. The mushroom is earthy, crunchy texture of the crispy rice. Adds to the explosive flavors of this dish. This is amazing. I've had tons of A5 Wagyu in my life. Nothing like this. That word again, magic. Next dish is a cheese plate. So this piece is blue cheese with port wine jelly. Oh, that's smooth. This moussey thing is the Norwegian brown cheese mousse. Ooh, almost tastes like caramelized whipped cream. This is a little goat cheese. That was Napoleon's favorite. I think my favorite is blue cheese. No, actually, this Norwegian brown cheese. Oh, it's so good. Wow. Oh, that's really good. This is something to go with the cheese course. This is a mango passion fruit, almost like a mango passion fruit soda with a foamy top. So the sparkling water is actually from Spain, and it's underground water where it collects a lot of the minerals. Ah, this is so good. Apparently this is a dessert before dessert, and a mascarpone ice cream with banana foster on top. A little bit of crumble crunch on the bottom. Dessert is so pretty. This is called a strawberry spectrum. 36 little round pieces of chocolate. Inside the dome on top, there's strawberry basil mousse, little gold on top, on the bottom, strawberry shortcake. One bite, you can tell they use some quality chocolate. The little pieces, they stick to your tongue and just melts. Oh, there's fresh strawberry in here as well. Finally, after dessert, 4 more little bites of food. It's hibiscus sumac. Tastes like hibiscus candy with cream inside. Next, Meyer lemon gâteau. So lemony sponge cake on top of a cracker. And this thing that looks like a marshmallow, it's actually a fluffy, marshmallowy piece of goat cheese, sweet goat cheese with chocolate on top. Oh, that's so good. Honey caramel bun bun. Decadent and delicious. This meal has not only been the best meal I had in Disney, this is one of the best meals I've had in my life. Every single course, every single bite has just been explosion after explosion. It's like the entire meal, it feels like watching the fireworks after a fun day at Disney, where it just builds up more and more and more until the grand finale that leaves you speechless. This is one of the greatest culinary experiences I've ever had. It's definitely pricey. I only do this once in my life, but oh my goodness. Again, that word comes to mind to describe the dishes here. It's magical. It really is.